the West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here at Inglewood, California. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. They've alternated wins and losses over the first 3 weeks of the season. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. He's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign with that run.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Luke Arororo.
He's taken down at the
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6.
Second down pass play coming. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And he's going to be blocked out after getting this up to the 22.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Throwing from the gun here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, Genty. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Sofi in just a moment. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. No throw, 3rd and long. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jump. The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Complete, it's Myers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17
That's a Vegas first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Pass play coming here. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. All set now, 1st and 10.
Ashton Genty. It's a gain of 20.
Here's a throw.
Las Vegas, first down.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Throws caught. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get their first point of this game just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another give here to Genty. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers, who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Third and short here, trying to pass. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Genty from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to Genty. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's fourth down.
Intended for number 88, incomplete.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational events.
And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Raiders.
Working on first down. Hits his running back. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. They are throwing it again. That's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And off to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go, go!
They'll give up the guts. It's Genty. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Raiders ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And a standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know.
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead... The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. To throw here on 1st down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But